I ask for the truth on behalf of Yael Mancilla concerning love issues. And I ask this in the name for guidance and insight. I ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck there, blessed be to the power of darkness, and we just cut the deck and move the cards to the side. If I suddenly start laughing or doing anything, don't worry, I've got the giggles. Something just struck me as funny earlier on, and I suppose you shouldn't really laugh because it's not funny. So I'll try not to think about it, it won't make me laugh, will it? So we'll get on with what you're doing here. Which is, of course, we're doing your reading, of course, and we're doing 3 cards. The position that we're doing past, present and future. In this particular case, we do the recent past, the present, and then the immediate future. That being the recent past, it's about a moon phase ago, isn't it? About 28 days or so. You could call it a moonth, couldn't you? Or thereabouts. And then, of course, the next card is the present, so that's to do with that. And then, of course, the immediate future there is to do with about a month ahead, about 28 days, between now and 28 days. Whereas the present is roughly the last 6 days to the next, well, the last 3 days to the next 3 days over this sort of 6-day sort of period-ish. Is that a word? It is now. That's even more funny than the sort of reality joke that I was laughing at before. It wasn't funny. Let's pull out the card, the first card that represents your recent past, to see what's been going on in your love life or lack of it. Oh, I'm thinking that, I don't know. But we'll just pull out the first card. What we'll do, we'll flip it over nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy. Notice here we've got the green man, which obviously symbolises the forces of nature. The forces of nature have favoured you, maybe through either fertility or through the enjoyment of the physical side of things. But of course, you're not going to be young forever, or you're not going to be at the age that you are forever, so make the best of it. I'm sort of getting this sort of sense as though you've enjoyed yourself in that sort of way, and wondering if, I wonder if things might get a bit more serious with that person in that department. Even if it was just a kiss, I don't know. But it's usually something more these days, isn't it? But I won't judge you the same as all the others. But laughing and joking apart, though, I'll just pull out the next card to see what the present is. Sort of like link it up to the recent past. Is one the cause of the other, or are they both the same in the sense as the past, the past, the present and the future, are they all the same thing? It's just time separating them. What's happening there right now? You've got the energy there of the griffin, and the griffin brings honour and good luck. It looks as though maybe somebody has got respect for you. So if you think I've accused you of being a slapper or something, probably you're not the slapper that you think you're being accused of being. In the sense of, you've got your standards, you've got your you know, you're not anybody's just for a bloody song. I suppose when you're drunk it's different, but you're not anybody's for a bloody song. But nevertheless, you've enjoyed life, and you've enjoyed the forces of nature favouring you. If you're wanting to take anything and start a family or whatever, the energy has been there, or time has been on your side then, maybe, from a more realistic aspect. Maybe there has been a love for the great outdoors, and you like going on hikes and things and camping and all that sort of thing. I don't know. But you haven't been an indoor type of person. But the honour and the good luck will favour you in some respects, because you've got your standards and you're not just anybody's for a song. so don't worry about that. Let's just, though, pull the next card to see what the immediate future holds. The energy of hindrance, just indicating that fate will block this path for you. Maybe because you haven't tempted the opposite sex, or you haven't been enough of a slapper, as you would say, enough of a slag, then you've missed the opportunity, and the hindrance is there, fate blocking your path, in the sense of somebody snapped up the person you've got your eye on. Maybe you'd been too, and why am I sort of sensing as though, laughing and joking apart, why am I sort of sensing as though you're too particular and you'll just end up with nothing? You're that fussy that you're sort of that wanting for perfection, honouring the family name and all that sort of, you know what I mean, that you'll end up with nothing, and fate will block this path in that sense, that sod's law, or anything that can go wrong will bloody go wrong at the most bloody inconvenient time. I somehow feel as though something isn't quite being said here, and I want to just pull out another card. Maybe it's an evaluation or an overview, or what is it? I want to sort of place it, I feel I want to place it like that. Like I did with the previous tarot reading there. This is an elemental energy, the element of fire, just indicating that reckless actions lead to conflict. And I suppose between now and this time next month, fate blocking this path, it's possible that sort of over this period, over the last moon phase and into the next month, into May and that and whatever, through now to May, maybe it has all been a sort of a bit reckless. Reckless in the sense of maybe thinking of the physical, if you have been. Reckless on, yes, no one say having good standards is reckless, though, is it really? But certainly it would be reckless to want perfection and only want the best, and know, well, that one's best, but it's not as best as the next one, and then you end up with nothing. The night falls and you end up sleeping with nobody. Effectively, laughing and joking apart. But conflict does sort of lie in wait in some regard there. I'm just going to put my blinkers on. That was a previous joke from a previous reading, which I'd rather not go into because it's what I'm laughing at. And I've just committed cybercrime in the United Arab Emirates. If you look at some of the readings there, you'll see where I'm doing it quite willingly, of course, because I've got no interest in going to the United Arab Emirates, because this would be a reckless act that would lead to conflict and put me in jail for 2 years. Like that bloody poor woman. But laughing and joking apart there, notice the zodiac signs here of the energy of fire. It's the controlling elements of Leo, Aries and Sagittarius, isn't it? As if in an attempt to bring things under control, one is liable to do something stupid. Not liable in the sense of committing cybercrime like I've just recently done and got no gripe about doing it, but in the sense that in an attempt to bring things under control, you'll end up with nothing. And in an attempt to make things right and perfect, you'll end up with nothing. It's this sort of, well, you can't make the outside, you can't make the inside bigger than the outside, and that sort of thing. You can't cut it any further than that. And one extra cut can be one cut too many. Unless you're like me and you're a cut above the rest. That wasn't really a good joke, was it? It was a crap punchline, that was. But laughing and joking apart, it looks here from a love angle, from a relationship angle, it looks as though you're just a bit too fussy, young lady, and you'll just end up with nothing. So just be careful, because it doesn't have to be true, but you know it is true, don't you? But only you can change it. But for now, just for now, these cards have spoken.